Hey guys, we are full of emotions and full of energy. We literally are light and dark, positive and negative. However, it is one of the biggest misconceptions, I believe, in the spiritual community that we have to be high vibe, happy, and positive at all times. But if we continue to ignore that darkness inside of us, that shadow inside of us, eventually it will catch up with us because these beliefs are going to continue to nag at us and keep holding us back from where we truly desire to be, as well as it will eventually manifest in our bodies as pain, injuries, illnesses, and diseases. I see it all the time. I work with a lot of clients who experience chronic pain, and the moment that they begin to really truly acknowledge, love, and accept all parts of them, they start to experience huge, significant results in their pain, in their mobility, obviously mixed with a movement practice as well, but they're doing things that they never thought was possible. So I created a post yesterday about grief and how we really live in a society that completely ignores grief. This is a huge emotion that's commonly pushed down. And I've said this to a ton of clients lately. Like, release that stigma that there is an appropriate amount of time to grieve. Just completely release that stigma, because you can grieve for however long as you need to grieve. My dad passed away in July of 2018, and there is still times that I am just taken over completely by grief. I know people who their parents passed or a loved one passed 5-10 years ago and still have moments of being completely taken over by grief. And let's release the stigma of what's appropriate to grieve, okay? People think that you can only grieve somebody who has passed. And again, it's like, when are you going to get over it? When are you going to move on with your life, kind of thing? But you also are able to grieve breakups, divorces, grieve who you once were, who you've lost, who maybe you've forgotten about for the past 20 years that you've been married, right? We can grieve whatever it is that we desire for however long that we need. There is no timeline in our feelings. It's important and so appropriate to feel every single part of you, the light and the dark, every single day as it needs to show up. I love to view our body as like the masculine container of support. And then the inside, the emotions, the feelings, is like the feminine river that flows through the body, okay? So those emotions begin in our sacral chakra, our womb space, just below the belly button. And the element of the space is water. And this is such a feminine space. So you can begin to view it as the river that needs to flow through your body to feel the emotions until it's ready to be released. And it might come back, and that's okay. Allow it to move through and then be released. You can also view your masculine and feminine in a way that's, appropriate when to feel those emotions. So in my opinion, it's appropriate to feel it at all times, but sometimes you have to schedule it in. For example, if you are at the grocery store and you get, overtaken by an insurmountable amount of grief or sadness or whatever it is that you're feeling, anger, which anger is always backed by something else, usually grief. That can be for another time. You might not feel very safe to allow all the emotions to flow in the middle of the grocery store, okay? Because, people might look at you and you might not feel very supported and safe and secure in the grocery store. So in a situation like that, you could be like, well, I'm gonna go home. My partner can take care of the kids, and I'm gonna go in my room and I'm gonna punch my pillow and I'm gonna scream into my pillow and I'm gonna cry and let it out. That is providing the masculine support that you need to feel all your feelings. And another fun tip that I actually have brought into my life recently that I'm really, really enjoying is matching my energy levels to my outfits, to how I move my body, which has always been a thing, and how I meditate. So an example for that. So, I am a movement coach, and I hate the word personal trainer. I'm a movement coach, and I film and I do movement in person with people. And so sometimes it's not as easy for me to just kind of like pick and choose my outfits, because a lot of times I have to wear workout clothes. But those times in my life where I don't need to wear workout clothes, or I do the best I can with my workout clothes, is I wake up in the morning, and when I'm still in my bed, I just notice my breath. Just noticing where my breath is, and I give thanks for waking up. I give thanks for this brand new day, this reset button. And as I step out onto my carpet and take care of my dogs and drink my water and brew my coffee, I am just noticing how I feel, honoring how I feel. Am I feeling light? Am I feeling dark? Okay. So if I'm feeling light, I go up in my meditation place and I, use that good energy, that amazing energy to begin to connect with and call in what it is that I desire the most. I use it to send out unconditional love to the earth, and do really deep, powerful, expanding meditations. Now, if I'm feeling darker, if I'm feeling within, if I'm feeling heavy, then I go into my meditation place and I do shadow work. I do EFT tapping. I do cord cutting. I journal. I cry, whatever it is. And I find my movement practice. Okay, sometimes it's just gentle stretching. Sometimes I go through an extremely intense HIIT circuit. Sometimes I just go outside and walk, do yoga. All right, I match how I'm feeling with my movement. And then I go into my closet to get dressed for the day, showered and dressed for the day. And when I'm feeling super expansive and flowing and free and limitless, I tend to then wear things like dresses or flowy shirts, flowy pants, things that make me feel like a goddess. Today I'm wearing my Goddess Kali shirt because I was feeling real fierce this morning, really pissed off, just angry at society as a whole. So I put on my fiercest shirt that I own because I had movement sessions today. And then those moments that I am feeling dark, where I need more comfort, more support, I pick the coziest, comfiest clothes that I own, weather permitting. But I allow myself to be as comfortable as possible. And what this is saying, at least in my opinion, is saying I honor exactly where I am. I'm showing up to the world exactly as I am, as I'm feeling, and I'm allowing every part of me to be seen, to be heard, to be accepted. And I'm allowing myself to show up so to give others that permission and desire and drive to also show up as themselves too, and love, accept, and honor every single part of them. The light, the dark, the yin, the yang, the day, the night, the sun, the moon, the feminine, the masculine. Every single part of you. It all makes you who you are. Try it out. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Let me know how this resonates with you.